made an entirely new game, and it's basically a pure factory builder. But let's just jump in. We're doing normal difficulty, and we're starting with the operator certification to see how everything works. So it says, welcome to your certification. Thank you for signing up. You did sign up, right? Either way, the Vortex requires us to evaluate your factory operator skills before issuing your operator certification. Simply deliver the requested shapes as efficient as possible. That's it. We might reward you with new upgrades and technologies based on your performance. And you can have as many buildings as you want, but please don't damage them. We still need them for the next participant. And we need to say that I will strive for efficiency and build no spaghetti factories. A very hard ask. I will not damage any buildings. Hopefully I can do that. Alright, so we start by just extracting these shapes, and I'm gonna be a bit extra and already do all of them. So as you can see, we start with simple circles, I was gonna say before this popped up. And now they will be extracted from who knows where and go onto this conveyor belt. And it wants me to zoom, that's very convenient. And we can also rotate and look at our factory from any direction and from very close up. Way better than Factorio in this regard. Also, we automatically get splitters and mergers. They just do it very intelligently on their own. And then they heat these circles over here, and then they go into our main building and delivery area over here. And basically the goal the whole time is to deliver specific shapes. Right now we don't have task into this vortex here in the middle. Also, low graphics quality. I assure you the game is so beautiful if you run it with high settings, but I'm playing on my MacBook and I don't want to task it too much because then the fan runs and you can hear it. So I had to lower the graphics a bit. Alright, so our little circles are going into the vortex and we are ready for the next step. In this knowledge panel, we can look at everything that the tutorial already told us. And now we can see our first milestones. It wants us to deliver some half circles, and for that we place some destroyers, and we see that we need 3 of those because they're rather slow, so to still get to process all of these incoming shapes we will need 3. And then whoops, and then we just connect them like so. And it doesn't matter that there are still circles going. At some point the half circles will arrive and tick up this goal over there. Now here we have some squares, and these will be our 2 shapes for the start. Again, place these, and these also tell us, hey, 4 per full belt. So that's why we connect 4 of them onto one belt. And then the next 4 to another belt. Oh no. And while we wait, we can do the same over here. Because at some point we will need all of these circles. Next, we need only a quarter circle, because this is the tutorial, it still tells you what to do. Basically, we now also have rotators, and because these destroyers only destroy the lower half, like you see, we can't rotate those. I mean, we can, but they will always destroy the lower half, so there's nothing there, so we need to rotate it, and then it shows us, hey, now it will be on the right side. So we then destroy the lower half, only the upper right corner will remain as requested. But it doesn't matter in which corner it is actually. But yeah. Alright. Let's just copy this on this side so it goes a bit quicker. And because we already have the belt here anyways. And then we move over here. So half squares. Rectangles, I guess. Of course, just try half of one. Loop it back on there. Do the same over here. Beautiful. I guess while we wait, we can already go over here and already connect this up so we get a second set of circles and also squares. Because you need like quite a bit once you combine them. Oh no, this is not nice. Like this. And in the meantime, we have delivered all of our half squares. And we have unlocked the first milestone. Milestones unlock new technologies and side tasks. So, because we have built these, we now get the stacker and the second floor, and 11 upgrades and 14 new tasks, which should keep us busy for probably longer than this episode. So now we have unlocked research, but I'm sure the game will tell us. Okay, so now we need to make this shape here, for example, which is a square and a circle on top. So for that we will use the stackers. Let's see where we best do this. Probably like just over here. Stackers are very slow. We need 6 of them. So that's why I made sure to have a bit of space. Oops, that's one too many. And then we need the squares at the bottom and the circles on top by going up like this. And then once they are there, I can show you what that looks like. But this is the output. You can already see the game tells you what it's going to be. This is very handy. You don't need to wait until the shapes get there. Very nice quality of life feature. And that's how we destroy all the stuff that we don't no longer need. Okay. And then the other thing that they want us to do is quarters of a square. So we learned we just rotate these and then destroy them again. Boom, quarters. Again, we can continue building up our shape extractors over here. So, if you think right now that this looks a bit boring, first of all, it's kind of satisfying to build these little shapes. And also, I saw some streamers, the game has been like out for, I don't know, 3 days, and there are trains our tiny little factory over here. And if you zoom out, you can connect all of these with like a high-speed network. These are all, this is our factory, and these are all like little islands of resources that we can visit later on. So you can see how tiny these are, and there are like blueprints and everything, so you can get quite logically advanced with everything. We obtain 2 research points by completing side tasks, so that's what you can worry about. These are all tasks that we can pin, all the available ones, and then they also appear on the left. And we get research points that we can spend for upgrades when we complete those. So let's worry about the stacked circles while these tick up. Stackers are just 6. And then we just connect one of these belts on the down floor, what's it called? Lower floor. And one on the upper floor. And then just yeet the output into the vortex. This is what it looks like, by the way, now that we are yeeting a lot of stuff into it. It doesn't matter that we also send off these shapes from before. They just tell us that they are no longer needed, so we could delete those if we need the space later. It wants us to do the same stacking with squares, and this is where blueprints would be very convenient, and just copy pasting, but we have not unlocked this very great technology yet, so at least we get some clicking noises, I guess. Connect these down there, these up there, and then again into the vortex you go. But then it also wants us to do 3-tier squares. We can start working on those in parallel, I guess. It will take a while because we don't have enough input, and I don't really want to get the input from all the way on the opposite side, but like we would need 3 more of those. I guess we could split this. I don't know. At some point these will be done and then we can use them as input, but let's just do it like this. This will be the input. This will be the other input. This will give us the 2s again, and then kinda need the 2s on the bottom, so maybe like this. These just need to go right across, like so. And then these need to go up on top, and then this will be a 3-tier. Alright, and this will not be a full belt because these go in 2 directions, but that's whatever. Okay. We, in the meantime, have unlocked a new milestone that we should work on. Remember, these are just the side tasks, although at some point we might want to focus them. We have finished one of those though, so we get 1 research point, and move on to the next task. It immediately gets pinned as well. So let's work on these little guys over here. We can, I think I want this right side here for these combined shapes, so let's move this a bit along. microwave dish, you can just spin it, and if it's the same, then it's fine. So that's fine. We have completed this task as well. So now we have 2 upgrade points, research points, and we can look at the upgrades. We can get new machines over there, like a cutter and a swapper, and also very important, counterclockwise rotation and 180 rotation will be quite nice in just a short bit. But we can also speed up these belts and cutters, etc. Theoretically, you can increase the cutters or stackers very much, but the ratios get all wonky, so I think in the end it's better if you can upgrade all of them and then all the ratios stay the same if you always have them at the same level. But they definitely want us to use them, so I guess, I don't know, make the stackers faster. It won't do much because they don't get enough inputs, but well, whatever. So, what is going on over here? I think we have more tasks. Oh, we have also finished our 3-tier pyramid. So now we get to build a 4-tier pyramid. Okay. Also unlock the cutting faster now. Now I just want everything on speed 2. Alright, it wants us to do a half square and then a half circle on top. We still have this corner over here. I'm gonna stick with the 3 machines because it will work better. Half circles can go into the bottom of these already, and now we need to get a half circle for over there. Just get these circles. Like this. And then we can also cut these in half. And they're oriented the same, that's nice. Line them up like this, and off into the vortex you go. Alright, I think the next step will be doing this pyramid quickly because we already have some 3-tier and we just need like a 4th tier on top. I think I could have built this a little bit more dense. There's one layer here that's a bit unnecessary. So let's look at this. We have 1 in between, 2 in between, so we just need 1 in between for the next layer because we can learn. We're smart like that. And then pass the pyramids along, and we just you see I could destroy this, but I kinda need it for these. Meh. Do I have more space over there? Yeah, I have more squares there. And I don't need these here anymore. Okay. In this case, let's destroy this and bring up these squares up top so they can build the 4th stack like this, and this builds the appropriate shape of a 4-tier. side. Now we don't want these stacked, we want halves stacked. So we just need to remove this additional removal of parts and just connect these all up, and I think they should be fine. Now it doesn't show me because there's so much stuff in the pipeline. These are indeed correct. Do we have a similar setup that we can yoink? Not quite, not quite. But, oh no, we have these. We just need to destroy half of them. That's excellent news. Oh no, I remembered. You can't do this. I think. Like this, and then we have the stacked half circles as well. A bit different direction. In this case, we first stack them and then cut them. Probably more inefficient than this, but maybe not. I don't know. Okay. So we have everything going except for this, where we need to combine stuff in weird ways. And I think once we're done with milestone 2, that's what when we unlock blueprints. I think that's a nice goal for today. We can still finish that. Okay, so this tells us what I said before. These icons are there for our convenience. So the red cross means this isn't required anymore, we can delete it. Green check mark, we want to keep delivering. Gray check mark, we have delivered enough but haven't cleared the task maybe. The lock is, we actually need that, but it's a future goal, so maybe don't delete that. And then, I don't know, this is a blueprint shape. This is for some advanced stuff. Okay, so half squares and then add like a quarter circle. So let's start with the half squares. It will be like this, and then we need an upper right circle. So if we cut this like this, it will be lower. See, now this is like you kind of want the other rotators at some point, but it's fine, it's fine. We just rotated a bunch. Beautiful. And then we can also stack them, because if there's nothing below it, if you stack shapes that have no overlap, they will just land next to each other, as you would imagine gravity to work. I think that's actually rather nice. So it doesn't matter which goes on top and which goes at the bottom. We'll just do it like this. And then also select these like that, and it will tell us that we built this shape. Looks correct. Beautiful. I would say that we should maybe build a second lane of something, but this is very close to being done. So we should get a new task in a tiny bit. Where are those? And why are they so slow? Oh my god. Did I delete that too fast? If you saw that, I am so sorry. Yeah, I think oops. Sorry. wants us to cut this one in half as well. Okay, I can do that. We need to rotate it as well. And then cut it in half. And put it back in the vortex. Now this is completed. Okay. We can now produce the next shape. We're already working on the top one. It's probably a bit too slow long term, but we can work on that. We also have completed a side task. It now wants us to do corners of that as well. Where are our half circles? Oh, okay, there's the stacked half circles. So we just also rotate and cut these, and then that's the bottom task down there. We have finished building pyramids, and thankfully we are not building a fifth tier. I have to say, the start of this game is way more addicting than Factorio. It immediately throws you in and you're like, oh, let's do the next thing and the next and the next. And it really tempts you into building so much spaghetti because you want to do the next thing and be very efficient and work on all the tasks at once. And then once you unlock the base building stuff and expand, you're like, oh god, look at the way this looks. Oh my. We also finished this, and now it only wants the right half, and you see that this will be kept as a base the whole time. We have some nice research points. We can get the well, let's do this so they're all at the same speed, and then we could also get, what do we need more? The counterclockwise rotator or the 180. I'll take the counterclockwise. This might be a mistake, I don't know. So these we're still delivering, that's good. These we are done with. These were the weird shapes. We want to cut the upper part. So rotate them and then, well, it's upside down, but it works. I think right. I was very irritated by the red cross. Okay. So these are happily jumping in there. This is our pyramid factory, which I don't think we need anymore, so I have to say deleting works so much cleaner though. It's very satisfying, like wipe and then it's gone. Just hope that you don't need it anymore because it's gone. So we need to build this weird thingy. Somehow my brain doesn't like that part. There's just something about it that, I don't know, maybe I'll build up the thoughts of doing that. So okay, now we can rotate in the other direction. It's probably nice. Maybe we actually want to do this for this part. If we do this, then we get bottom right. This gives us top right, and then this gives us, I don't know if this was the smart way to do this, but this works. Oops. for the cutter. No, that takes 6. When this is done, does this give us enough task points? 2. It does. I might consider this because we still can't copy paste. Okay. Now we have to build this, but that doesn't matter so much. But we can get the cutter, which doesn't delete 1/2 anymore, but it just, splits them up, and then you get both halves separately. The only downside is the whole thing is you need 4 of them for a belt, and then you get 2 belts out of it, and it's just a mess to build. Honestly, would actually probably prefer it if it was a vertical structure like the stacker as well, but it is not. But what we can do now is, instead of destroying all these parts and losing so many items, we can cut these stacked circles, and then we get this and this. So if we then destroy the wrong. We're destroying the upper half, so like that. To get the lower stacked one lower left, and then here we want to destroy the upper one. Like that. Kind of. But as you can see, the rotating gets a bit annoying. And now we somehow need to line these all up. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, you can't have them go into every direction. You can only build T intersections with this. So I build it too close. No. Oh my god. Guess I can build it like that. But I don't really like it. And then like that, and then we can maybe remember when they asked me not to build spaghetti. I fear it might be too late for me and the spaghetti. So one last task is to take our weirdly shaped friend, which I don't have a name for yet, and put just a basic circle on top. Where are circles? These are squares. These circles I've already all used. These circles are fine, we don't need them anymore. So on this little one, just stack some circles on top. So this means this needs to go at the bottom, and we need to get a circle on top. Okay, this looks about right. Now we are too slow on our little squares over here, and we don't need these anymore. See, I could copy paste this, but like I'm not building all of this again in the time it takes me to build this all on the right side. these shapes here. You can, like, it's no wonder this game takes quite a bit. Oh look, it like presses it smaller for some reason. Like, look at all these reflections on the like base plate of the shape. No wonder it takes so much graphical power. Like, I appreciate how beautiful it is, but also, do I really need the rainbow reflections on this? I'm not sure. Oh my god, there are like little numbers on there. I have no idea what they mean. 00.05 SP22. I don't know. Funny. Okay. We have looked at shapes enough that all the little shapes made it into the vortex. Is this still going? Did I delete that again? 7 shapes before I was done. How do I always do that? Oops. I told you deleting is too much fun in this game. Oh well. But we have unlocked the next milestone, which gives us blueprints and even more tasks. And they tell us to do the milestone task first, so I guess I did that. So now we can just copy paste, but not the messy ones, please. Oh yeah. And we can also save them to like retrieve them later, which is nice. And now we need to make some like weird shaped thingies, and then we go into space afterwards, like space belts and shape miners to like use the outposts, and to connect the platforms you use these like space belt, and you can tunnel them below other platforms. Space platforms, more building space for your factory, platform limit, you can increase that later. So much stuff. But yeah, now we can just simply select this, copy, and place it down. Immediately done. So nice. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this all over the place first look at Shapes 2. I'm excited to, at some point, discover what all the trains and space stuff is about. But next video will be Factorio again, and then maybe this afterwards, depending on like if people think it's interesting. I have no idea because it's a new game, so if you enjoyed this, let me know. If you want to see something else, let me know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this nice and relaxing.